hum in face recognition, initial 1D hum structures. As mentioned in the previous section, hums have been used extensively in speech processing, where signal data is naturally one-dimensional. Nevertheless, hum techniques remain mathematically complex even in the one-dimensional form. The extension of hum to two-dimensional model structures is exponentially more complex. This consideration has led to a much later adoption of hum in applications involving two-dimensional pattern processing in general and face recognition in particular. In 1993, a new approach to the problem of automatic face recognition based on 1D hums was proposed by. In this paper, faces are treated as two-dimensional objects and the hum model automatically extracts statistical facial features. For the automatic extraction of features, a 1D observation sequence is obtained from each face image by sampling using a sliding window. Each element of the observation sequence is a vector of pixel intensities, or grayscale levels. Two simple 1D hums were trained by these authors in order to test the applicability of hums in face recognition problems. A test database was used comprising images of 20 individuals with a minimum of 10 images per person. Images were acquired under homogeneous lighting against a constant background, and with very small changes in head pose and facial expressions. For a first set of tests, an ergodic hum was used. The images were sampled using a rectangular window, size 64 x 64, moving left to right horizontally with a 25% overlap, 16 pixels, then vertically with 16 pixels overlap and starting again horizontally right to left. Using the observation sequence thus extracted, an 8-state ergodic hum was built to approximately match the 8 distinct regions that seem to appear in the face image: eyes, mouth, forehead, hair, background, shoulders, and 2 extra states for boundary regions. Taken from shows the training data used for one subject and the mean vectors for the 8 states found by hum for that particular subject. Training data and states for ergodic hum. In the second set of tests, a left to right, top to bottom, hum was used. Each image was sampled using a horizontal stripe 16 pixels high and as wide as the image, moving top to bottom with 12 lines overlap. The resulting observation sequence was used to train a 5-state left to right hum where only transitions between adjacent states are allowed. The training images and the mean vectors for the 5 states found by hum are presented in examples of training data and states for top to bottom hum from. In both of these models, the statistical determination of model features yields some states of the hum which can be directly identified with physical facial features. Training and testing were performed using the HGK toolkit. http://hgk.ing.chem.ac.uk/. According to these authors, successful recognition results were obtained when test images were extracted from the same video sequence as the training images, proving that the proposed approach can cope with variations in facial features due to small orientation changes, provided the lighting and background are constant. Unfortunately, these authors did not provide any explicit recognition rates, so it is not possible to compare their methods with later research. It is reasonable, however, to surmise that their experimental results were marginal and are improved upon by the later refinements of http://hgk.ing.chem.ac.uk. In a later paper refined the work begun in on a top-to-bottom hum. These new experiments demonstrate how face recognition rates using a top-to-bottom hum vary with different model parameters. They also indicate the most sensible choice of parameters for this class of hum. Up until this point, the parameterization of the model had been based on subjective intuition. For such a 1D top-to-bottom hum, there are 3 main parameters that affect the performance of the model: the height of the horizontal strip used to extract the observation sequence, L, in pixels, the overlap used, M, in pixels, and the number of states in of the hum. The height of the strip, L, determines the size of the features and the length of the observation sequence, thus influencing the number of states. The overlap, M, determines how likely feature alignment is and also the length of the observation sequence. A model with no overlap would imply rigid partitioning of the faces with the risk of cutting across potentially discriminating features. The number of states, N, determines the number of features used to characterize the face, and also the computational complexity of the system. These experiments were performed using the Olivetti Research Lab, ORL, database, containing frontal facial images with limited side movements and head tilt. The database was comprised of 40 subjects with 10 pictures per subject. The experiments used 5 images per person for training and the remaining 5 images for testing. The results were reported as error rates, calculated as the proportion of incorrectly classified images. 3 sets of tests were done, varying the values of each of the 3 parameters as follows: 2 less than or equal to n less than or equal to 10, 1 less than or equal to L less than or equal to 10, and 0 less than or equal to m less than or equal to L minus 1. For m varied, the number of states was fixed at n equals 5 and window height L was varied between 2 and 10. According to the tests, the error rates drop as the overlap increases, approximately from 28% to 15%. However, a greater overlap implies a bigger computational effort. When L was varied, n was fixed to 5 and the overlaps considered were 0, 1 and L1. In this case, if there is little or no overlap, the smaller the strip height the lower the error rate is, with values between 13% for L equals 1 up to 28% for L equals 10. However, for sufficiently large overlap the strip height has marginal effect on the recognition performance, the error rate remaining almost constant around 14%. In the third set of tests n was varied, with L equals 1 and 0 overlap and L equals 8 and maximum overlap, m equals L1. The performance is fairly uniform for values of n between 4 and 10, with an increase in error for values smaller than 3. The conclusions of this paper are: a large overlap in the sampling phase, the extraction of observation sequences, yields better recognition rates. The error rate varies from up to 30% for minimum overlap down to 15% for maximum overlap. 2. For large overlaps the height of the sampling strip has limited effect. The error rate remains almost constant at 15% for maximum overlap, regardless of the value of L, and 3. Best results are obtained with a home with 4 or more states. Error rate drops from around 25% for 1 to 2 states to 15% from 4 states onward. We remark that these early models were relatively unsophisticated and were limited to fully frontal faces with images taken under controlled background and illuminations conditions. Samaria's version of 1D Hum is upgraded using 2D DCT feature vectors instead of pixel intensities. The face image is divided into 5 significant regions, viz., hair, forehead, eyes, nose, and mouth. These regions appear in a natural order, each region being assigned to a state in a top-to-bottom 1D continuous hum. The state structure of the face model and the non-zero transition probabilities are shown in sequential hum for face recognition. The feature vectors were extracted using the same technique as in each face image of height h and width w is divided into overlapping strips of height L and width w, the amount of overlap between consecutive strips being p, c. The number of strips extracted from each face image determines the number of observation vectors. The 2D DCT transform is applied on each face strip and the observation vectors are determined, comprising the first 39 2D DCT coefficients. The system is tested on ORL. http://www.cl.cam.ac.uk/research/dtg/atarchive/FASA database containing 400 images of 40 individuals, 10 images per individual, image size 92 x 112, with small variations in facial expressions, pose, hairstyle and eyewear. Half of the database is used for training and the other half is used for testing. The recognition rate achieved for L equals 10 and P equals 9 is 84%. Results are compared with recognition rates obtained using other face recognition methods on the same database. Recognition rate for the eigenfaces method is 73%, and for the 1D hum used by Samaria is also 84%, but the processing time for DCT-based hum is an order of magnitude faster, 2.5 seconds in contrast to 25 seconds required by the pixel intensity method of http://www.cl.cam.ac.uk/research/dtg/atarchive/FASA Face image parameterization and blocks extraction. In a second paper introduce an alternative 1D hum approach, which performs the face detection function in addition to that of face recognition. This employs the same topology and structure as in the previous work of these authors, described above, but but uses different image features. In contrast with the previous paper, the observation vectors used here are the coefficients of Karhunen-Loève transform. The KLT compression properties as well as its decorrelation properties make it an attractive technique for the extraction of the observation vectors. Block extraction from the image is achieved in the same way as in the previous paper. The eigenvectors corresponding to the largest eigenvalues of the covariance matrix of the extracted vectors form the KLT basis set. If μ is the mean of the vectors used to compute the covariance matrix, a set of vectors is obtained by subtracting this mean from each of the vectors corresponding to a block in the image.